Once upon a mundane morning, Barb's day got busy without warning. A realtor in need of an open house sign. No, 50 of them, and designed before 9.
My head hurts.
Any mighty tools to help with this plight?
Aha!
Barb made her move. She opened Canva and got in the groove.
Bulk creating Canva sheets. Create 50 signs fit for suburban streets.
Done in a click, all complete.
Sweet!
Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at canva.com.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Got a car to sell but no time to waste? Hop on to Carvana.com to get a real offer for your car in seconds. All you have to do is enter your license plate, answer a few quick questions, and if you accept the offer, Carvana will pay you as soon as you hand the keys over. They even offer same-day pickup in many cities. Save your time, score some cash, and sell your car the convenient way to
Carvana.
Pickup times vary. Fees may apply.
Hello, everyone. It's time for Vanishing Colorland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 474, season 19. Today's date is September 14th, 2025, and welcome to the show. And today's program, I'm going to talk about a long-forgotten toy store. A lot of people forgot about this. It's called By Toys by Rizzi or Rizzi. I think it's Rizzi. I think it's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. And they had several locations in the Chicagoland area. This is during the late 70s and 1980s. I found the locations of those. I'm going to read them off and, talk about the toy store and its owner. Then I'm going to read a menu from a restaurant. It was an Italian restaurant. It's called Armando's, and that was located at 735 Northwest Street, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll correct the address, but it was in the Gold Coast neighborhood. So I checked out the menu. It had some wonderful, delicious Italian items. I will read them off to you. Okay. Before I get started, the program will go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Stripe Chips Ahoy Cookies. Oh, these were good. And here's a commercial from 1987. And when I come back, I will discuss about that, a little bit, about my memories of those wonderful cookies. Okay. So sit back and relax. Let's go back to the 1980s for Stripe Chips Ahoy Cookies from 1987. Okay. Be right back, folks. Thank you.
Hey, Alan, here's a new Stripe Chips Ahoy cookie. Bet you bite a stripe of fudge.
No way I bite a stripe.
Oh, yeah?
I can still handle it. Difficult, but not impossible.
One more stripe coming up.
Now that's sneaky.
Original, chewy, and now new Stripe Chips Ahoy. 6 fudge stripes on the front and 1 tremendous stripe on the back.
Guess I bit a stripe.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Striped Chips Ahoy Cookies from 1987. It was introduced in 1987. I remember these very well. They were so delicious. They lasted until like the mid-90s, and they were discontinued, never to return again, which is a shame, because I love them. I like Chips Ahoy. They're kind of hard. You have to dunk them in milk to soften them up, but they're tasty like that. But they have soft Chips Ahoy, so that's good. It reminds me of Royal Stripes. Anyone who grew up in the Chicagoland area remember Salerno cookies. And one of my favorites was, I think it is my favorite, Royal Stripes, the striped cookies. And they were so much better than the fudge stripes from Keebler. They're okay, but Salerno's were the best. They were, so delicious. And I miss them. I miss all Salerno cookies. I hate to say it, if I was a millionaire, I would just get search for the original recipes of these cookies and bring them back to life and run it myself. I would do that. I think a lot of people in Chicago would love it. They would, and being introduced to a new audience, a new generation, they would love that as well. Some of our cookies are still around, the butter ones, but they're not the same. That's what I've been told and read, which is true. They're kind of expensive too now. So, I don't know. I haven't bought a box in a long time. So, but people still miss them. They still miss them. Okay. All right. At the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about the toy store. It's been a lot of people have forgotten about it. It's Toys by Rizzi or Rizzi. I'll go by Rizzi. I'll talk about its history, the owner, and then I'll read a menu from Armando's restaurant that was located at 735 North Rush Street. Okay. I think it's there. Let me double check. I think it was 735. Yeah, I think so. Oh, anyway. All right. Before I get started, I want to say to my Greek friends and family, kalos ήρθατε, γεια σας. That means welcome and hello. Also kalimera, that means good morning. Okay. Let's see what else we're going to talk about. Not much. I'll go for chemo next Monday, December 22nd. I spoke to my urologist on Thursday. We're gonna. He did a scan on my bladder. Everything's fine, And then on October 2nd, 2 days before my birthday, we're gonna meet up and we're gonna discuss the operation. We're gonna do that. So I decided to have it done because what I'm going through for the past 6 months is terrible. So this will fix it. It will be done, I believe, right after I come back from vacation. I am going on vacation on October 8th for few days. I'm going to New York. I haven't been on a vacation in 15 years. A long, long time, because I wasn't working. I've been sick. I haven't had a chance. Now I'm much better so far, and so I will go on my trip. I'll go alone, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. It's a couple of people asked me, "Are you still doing Van Chicagoland when you're gone?" And I said, "Yes, I will. I will post. Probably not as often, but maybe once a day. I'll find something and I'll post. I'll do that. I'll still, a lot of people complain, you're on vacation. Well, it's not a job. So it's nothing. It's no big deal. Yeah, I will do that. So I will, I'll be back in a few days, next October. It'll be after my birthday. I'm going to go. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Right now I'm going to talk about Toys by Rizzi. Excuse me. So, let's see. So it was founded by a man named Lou Rizzi. His full name is, Louis Rizzi. His headquarters was in Downers Grove, Illinois. And the Toy Store, it was like KB Toys. Remember, I don't know if it's still around. If it's not, then I'll do an episode on it. It was like Circus World, Child World, but they were smaller stores like that. But, a lot of people have forgotten about it or never heard of it, which is amazing. A couple of people mentioned it was located in the malls. There was one in Stratford Square. It's gone now, the mall. Hillside Mall, all that. I don't know if it was located outside of Illinois. Probably. I don't know. I have no clue. So it featured that. And the headquarters was in Downers Grove, but I think they had a store in Downers Grove. So I found an ad. Okay. I think it's from August of 1980. I'll bring it up. So I will tell you. Okay. And I remember these ads in the from the Chicago Tribune, maybe the Sun Times, but I remember seeing it. It says Toys by Rizzi. And, I glanced like that. So let's see. So here are the locations of this toy store. After I read the locations, I will talk about the owner. So they were located mostly in malls. So here we go. It was in Evergreen Plaza. Okay. In Yorktown Mall. Okay. In Lombard. So the Evergreen Plaza was in Evergreen Park, Illinois. Yorktown was in Lombard, Illinois. It was also in Randhurst Plaza. Location was 999 Elmhurst Road in Mount Prospect. It was in the Downers Grove Mall. It's like 7323 Lamont Road in Downers Grove. It was also Lincoln Mall in Madison. Also Fox Valley Center in Aurora. Orland Square in Orland Park. Harlem Irving Plaza in Norwich. At the Golf Mill Center, it was at Niles. Also the Hawthorne Center, in Vernon Hills, Illinois. Also the Hillside Shopping Center in Hillside, Illinois. And also in Century Mall, not in Chicago, in Maryville, Indiana. Okay. So I don't know if they were located in other locations. I don't know if they were located elsewhere. Excuse me. I'm not sure. No idea. So the owner, Louis Rizzi, this is how he started his business life. He was an entrepreneur. He started selling popcorn. According to his obituary, he started selling popcorn out of his trunk in Berwyn in 1958, and then he opened his first popcorn store. I don't know what was the name of the store. I have no idea. It was called Copper Popper. Okay. And it opened in Addison, Illinois in 1961. And then he opened a toy store and it was called Toys by Rizzi in 1965. I don't know where was the first location. Probably Downers Grove, I would imagine. And then he started a wholesale manufacturing popcorn company called the Great Northern American Popcorn in the 1980s. So this must have been after the toy store, I believe, or simultaneously. I don't know. And he was the one to put in tins, like Garrett Popcorn does now. They had all kinds of flavors: caramel, cheese, butter. Delicious. And he also opened a clothing. He had a clothing business, a men's tie and clothing business, and it was called Windsor Ties in 1990. And I don't know where it was located. And in 1999, he had his own company. It was called Louis Rizzi and Associates Banking Recruiters. And they ran that for about over 20 years. And he seemed like a very driven man. He's like, so that sounded wonderful. That really did. That sounded nice. And he passed away on September 28th, 2022. So he died about 3 years ago. Yeah. So that's a shame. So if any of the Rizzi relatives, their family are listening, my condolences, because he sounded like a wonderful man. He really did. Brought a lot of joy to people with the popcorn and also the, what else? The toy store, my memories of visiting toy stores, I've said this many times, my earliest memory, was Children's Bargain Town, that later turned to Toys R Us. And a lot of people about the same age as me and older remember this toy store. Kids say, no, they don't know that. So that was and then the other toy stores opened. That was Dispenses, Castle of Toys. That was Notebook Toys. I posted a picture of that, of the front entrance with the soldiers. Oh, that was cool. That was nice. Like that. I never visited there. I wanted to go so badly, but my mom didn't drive. She did, but not far away. She wouldn't go on a highway. What was I supposed to do? Like bother somebody to take me there? No, I wanted to go so bad. So toy stores today, sort of around. Toys R Us returned. Last I heard, it's in Macy's downtown. They have a section, not an individual store, but there is an individual store, I believe, in Harlem Irving Plaza. Yeah, they have a Toys R Us. I'd like to go there someday. When I was a kid, I used to browse through the toy stores, with the board games or bicycles or any stuff like that. The board games was the best. That was the best. I loved it. That was a great memory of that. Okay. All right. So right now I'm going to take a break and, play a commercial. And when I come back, I will read a menu from Armando's Italian restaurant. And it was located on 735 North Rush Street. Okay. I will do that in Chicago. Oh, that's silly. All right. So sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the rest of the show, folks. Thank you.
Children's Bargain Town for huffy boys or girls 20-inch dragster. Bargain Town's low everyday price, $28.87. Toys R Us. Bargain Town, Bargain Town, Bargain Town.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed that break. I certainly did. Hey, it was fitting. Okay. Right now I'm going to talk about Armando's restaurant. It was an Italian restaurant. It was located at 735 North Rush Street. They had another address called 100 East Superior. Right now, that location is, I believe, the Peninsula Hotel. And I checked Google Maps, and they had like a cafe there on the bottom of that. So I believe it's true. Across the street is Giordano's. Which incidentally, I had leftover pizza last night from there. My brothers went out to dinner Friday night. And so they had leftover, and I had some. Oh, it was so good. The deep dish. Can't go wrong with that. A lot of people have noticed on Facebook, I went out to lunch with a friend of mine. We went to Greek Islands in Lombard. We always go there. We're prostate cancer survivors. We talk. It's very therapeutic for me, so it's wonderful. I had a great time. We do this all the time. Not all the time. Whenever he's free and I'm free, we do get together. Okay. Anyway, back to Armando's. So it was an Italian restaurant. Of course, it had Italian cuisine. It opened around 1951, according to the Chicago Tribune. Could be wrong, but I think it is true. Okay. And let's see. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so the owners of the Italian restaurant, there were two. It was a partnership. His name was Armando Lorenzini. Probably got the name from that. And Pete Lencioni, or Lencioni, yeah. So. According to the article, the decor was beautiful. Food was outstanding. Real authentic Italian food, which I love so much. I really do. I love Italian food. First is Greek food, of course. If I had it in reverse, the Greeks will get mad at me. So no, but I love Italian food. That's my second favorite. Third is probably Chinese or Mexican. Mexican's a little spicy, but Chinese I love. I really do. Okay. So, so it ran for a long time. It closed about maybe 94, 95 around then. Maybe the owners, they got bought out maybe by the Peninsula Hotel, or maybe they retired or they just passed away. I don't know what happened. But some people do remember this place. Okay. Someone also mentioned there were three good Italian restaurants in that area. There was Adolph's, which I did an episode on that. Also Agostino, I did an episode on that last time. And now we got Armando's. So we're three of them. I'm sure there were others. I think there was another one called Doro's. I think that's Italian. I'm not sure. I have a menu I will read off in a future episode. So that'd be fun. Okay. So I did find a menu. I don't know where it's, I don't know what year it's from. It's very old. So let me pull it up right now. It's a little fuzzy. So it says Armando's Table de Notte Dinners. Italian's bad. My Greek is bad too. So, okay. So I will read off the menu. There's a few items that it's covered, so I can't read the prices. I will read the prices. Okay. I will do that. All right. So let's see what we got here. There was appetizers are stuffed avocado with crab meat, assorted Italian antipasto, tomato or grapefruit juice, fresh fruit cup, shrimp Armando. I don't know what that was. A marinated herring, fresh shrimp cocktail, chopped chicken livers, stuffed artichokes with anchovies, prosciutto with melon or real pineapple, Chesterstone clams, blue points, and stuffed celery. Okay. The soups, they had minestrone, of course, French onion soup, and clear chicken broth with patzma. I don't know what that is. Well, the appetizers are on the right, so let me see if I missed anything. No, not really. Soups, they had that. They also had tortellini bolognese or chicken broth. Okay. Right. All right. So right now, I go to the entrees. This is chicken dishes. So it's chicken paisano that costs $3.85. It's a breast of chicken boiled in bacon in an oven, served with green noodles. Sounds delicious. This is a famous item according to the Chicago Tribune. It's called Chicken Veronica. Maybe it's named after one of the wives. So it's breast of chicken stuffed with savory wild rice, glazed with an orange sauce, served with grapes. That sounds good. Yeah, I'd eat that. Breast of chicken moringo. It's a breast of chicken with white wine, green peppers, and mushrooms. That costs $3.85 as well. All the items. Well, no, I'll read. I'm sorry. So breast of chicken parmigiana. We know that. That's with spaghetti. It was baked in an oven with cheese, with parmesan like that. $3.85. Chicken Vesuvio, disjointed chicken sautéed in olive oil, garlic, and Marsala wine. $3.85. Broiled spring chicken, half with drawn butter. It's $3.35. Chicken a la Florentina, disjointed half chicken, dipped in egg butter, fried in olive oil, and it's cooked to a golden brown. $3.35. That sounds good. Chicken cacciatore. It's same thing. Spring chicken, disjointed, sauteed in olive oil with fresh tomatoes and mushrooms. Okay. Whole roasted Cornish game hen that costs $4. You know what that is. Chicken tetrazzini au gratin, sliced chicken, spaghetti with mushrooms, cheese, baked in cream sauce on a casserole. It costs like $3.50. Okay. Italian specialties. We have veal piccato, sliced veal, dipped in eggs, baked in the oven with lemon and caper sauce, $3.85. Veal cutlet a la Parmigiana. It's like a breaded veal cutlet with tomato sauce and Parmesan cheese and baked in the oven, $3.50. Veal France, I can't pronounce it. It's F-R-A-N-C-A-I-S-E. Let me say that again. F-R-A-N-C-A-I-S-E. Francois, Francais? I don't know. Veal slices sauteed in butter and Marsala wine, served with lemon slices, $3.50. The Parmesan was $3.50 as well. So apologize for that. Veal scallopini with fresh mushrooms or green peppers, $3.50. Rolled beef a la Bracioli with mushrooms. It's sirloin steak with cheese and ham rolled and sauteed in a Marsala wine and fresh mushrooms. It was $3.90. Veal cutlet a la Milanese. Veal cutlet, brown, served with spicy tomato sauce. I don't like spicy. $3.35. Linguine with lobster sauce, $3.75. Baked lasagna. I love lasagna. You can't go wrong with lasagna. Layers of white noodles with ricotta cheese and meat sauce and baked in casserole, $3.35. Fettuccine al forno, baked oven with butter and cheese, $3.25. Lasagna was $3.35. I apologize. Well, also I'll mention again, linguine with lobster sauce is $3.75. Okay. So let's see. Fettuccine al forno, I said that, $3.25. Mustaccioli al sugo, I think that's $3.25. I love mustaccioli. green noodles al forno, homemade noodles baked with butter and Parmesan cheese, $3.25. And they have spaghetti or homemade ravioli. Served with meat sauce or meatballs with mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. No. If I go to a restaurant and they have mushrooms, I say, can you please don't serve it with it? I won't eat it. And it's all served with a special stuffed baked potato. I don't know what was stuffed in it, but it sounds good. Okay, here we go. They had steaks and chops, of course. They had Armando's special chopped tenderloin steak broiled with Roquefort cheese, $3.40. Steak Florentina, minute steak, pan-fried with garlic, oregano, and parsley, $4.25. Filet mignon with fresh mushrooms, $5.40. Club steak broiled, just for you, $4. Sirloin steak, New York cut, $5.50. T-bone steak for the hungry gourmet, $3.75. That's what it says in the menu. T-bone steak, $5.75. Double thick French lamb chops, $4.75. Center cut pork chops with applesauce. Ooh, that sounds good. $3.25. Sliced beef tenderloin, $4.25. Pepper steak, sliced filet mignon served in wine, fried green peppers, and fresh mushrooms. I don't like peppers. That costs $4.25. People yell at me for this. Anyway, now we go to seafood. I know I'm not crazy about seafood, but a lot of people do. So English Dover sole, sauteed, $3.75. Lobster diavolo, choice meat of lobster simmered in, what is that? Like tomato sauce, some special tomato sauce. I can't read it. It was served with linguine. It's $4.50. So, with wine. Shrimps marinara. So that's shrimp, sauteed in butter with marinara sauce and sauteed wine, $3.50. Okay. Broiled whitefish, $3.50. American lobster tail, broiled with drawn butter, $4.50. French fried shrimp with tartar sauce, $3.25. I love tartar sauce. I really do. Broiled red snapper, almondine sauce, $3.75. Casserole or fresh jumbo shrimp, $3.75, and the vegetable of the day. So whatever day you went there, they had that vegetable. It could be anything. Yeah, it could be anything. Okay. Salads, they had Armando's Italian salad or head lettuce, and choice of dressing. So it's like Roquefort or Thousand Island, Italian, like that. Now on the right of I'm going to read these again because I think, let me see. So they had split sirloin steak, $2.85. Served with fried potatoes, tossed with a tossed Italian salad, and hunks of Italian bread. That's $2.85. Okay, and the other items, I mentioned these before. Let me see if I missed anything. I don't think so. They had veal steak Siciliana. That's $4. It's like thick brick veal streak. Can't read that word. Basted with butter, garlic, lemon, and oregano. And you served with a stuffed baked potato or Italian salad. They had veal cordon bleu with broiled rice. That's $3.50. Chicken diavolo, the breast of chicken with spicy tomato sauce. Chicken livers Venetian with broiled rice, $2.75. Whole roast chicken with broiled rice. Serves $6, served with a potato and Italian salad. And they also had Chateaubriand for $11. Okay. They had desserts. I can't read it. It's very fuzzy. So they had apple pie, spumoni, ice cream, sherbet, cheesecake, and rum cake. Also, they had cheeses. They had a biscuit tortini with fresh whipped cream. That sounds good. Cheeses, they had gorgonzola or camembert or Roquefort, sliced with crackers. And I'm sure, and beverages, they had coffee, tea, or milk. I'm sure they had soft drinks and the wine list. I don't have the wine list. I'm sure they served Italian, imported and domestic wines, like Chianti. They probably had that. And, they had a special manicotti. Thin sliced pasta filled with whipped ricotta cheese or spicy tomato sauce. Okay. That was covering the most of the stuff.
Sweat moves you forward. Degree Antiperspirant is here to make sure it never holds you back. Clocking in, sweat. Lunch meeting, sweat. Biking home, sweat. Degree Advanced is for the hustlers who put in the sweat. The world's #1 antiperspirant with up to 72-hour sweat and odor protection. Degree, here for sweat. Try it today.
Hi, I'm Jim. I'm not an actor, just a guy living with prostate cancer. My wife and I face each day head on. We asked my doctor about Xtandi enzalutamide.
Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache.
Visit Xtandi.com to watch my story.
Okay, so that's good. That was fun. So, like I said, the restaurant closed in the mid-90s. What is there now is the Peninsula Hotel. It's a beautiful hotel. It really is. Okay, so that's it for Armando's. Yeah. It's also for the end of this show as well, so I'm exhausted. All right, so I'll do a recap of what I've talked about. I talked about a long-forgotten toy store that was in the Chicagoland area. It was called Toys by Rizzi. It was owned by Louis Rizzi, and he was an entrepreneur, and he opened several businesses. Also, I read a menu from Armando's Italian restaurant that was located at 735 Northwest Street in the Gold Coast neighborhood of Chicago. Okay. This podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are available. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Breaker, Overcast, Good Pods, Podbean. If you have these apps on your phone or your tablet or any device, just tap on them. Tap follow. You will receive a notification of the latest episodes. You can also listen in your car if you have Spotify. If you have CarPlay in your car. Also, if you can stream my episodes, they're on YouTube and also on Spotify. You can just lie down on your couch and just relax and listen to me. That's up to you. You can also it'll be uploaded on my blog, www.vanishchicagoan.blog. They'll have the link there. It'll take you right there to listen. Like I said, on any device you have, you receive a notification of the latest episode if you sign up with your email. Also, it'll be on my YouTube channel, and again and again and again, people always ask me, where do I find your podcast? I want to listen to your podcast. You can listen on YouTube or watch on YouTube. I had a complaint one time. He goes, why don't you do a video on it? Well, I do, but it's not, this is a podcast. Okay. Sometimes I don't like to be seen. I do videos sometimes, but this is different. Okay. So when you go do a search on YouTube, type in Van Chicagoland Stories or my name, Pete Costanis. When you do find it, the channel, click subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. You receive notifications of the latest episodes. You can listen on any device. If you have a YouTube app, so you'll be notified of the new episode. Also, be sure to my social media accounts: Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit. Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok. Right now, I'm getting a little movement on TikTok. I just post photos, maybe, and then the podcast. But I see a lot of dancing on it. I don't do that. No, I don't do that. If someone asks me, "Will you attract an audience?" Oh, I certainly will. I'll say something about my bad dancing. That's why. Okay. So that's that. So this is Pete Costanis, your host of Van Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. It's a beautiful day. It's Sunday. The Bears are on soon. Everyone's going to be glued to their TV sets. I'll have the game on. So that's fine. So, everyone, calm down. Enjoy the game. Just enjoy it, please. It's a game. Just enjoy it. That's what it's for. Okay. This is advice from Pete. But if you don't want to take my advice, that's fine. Okay. So, that's it for the show. And here's bye-bye for me. And here's a little traveling music from the famous Chicago legend and my best friend, Ray Rayner, with a little traveling music saying bye, bye, bye. Sorry if I repeated it, I apologize. Okay, so everyone take care. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.